Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the José Luis Bello City Museum. My name is Moises, and this is my colleague Odalis. Will be your guys today tour on the Puebla's most beautiful historical museum, the house that houses our collection of Don José Luis Bello Cetina. The house currently has 10 exhibition rooms, Fleming and French paintings, Spanish paintings, bedroom, miniatures and engravings, Napoleon tea room, library, Mexican paintings, Puebla paintings, Italian paintings, and dining room. The house became a museum thanks to José Luis Bello Cetina, a passionate art collector and philanthropist. Let's begin with the art collection. Here you'll find in Europa and Mexican paintings from 16th and 19th centuries. Among the artists you recognize names like Murillo, El Greco, Zurbarán, and Agustín Arreta. These works show the influence on Mexican arts of the colonial period. Mr. Bello admired both European elegance and Mexican creativity. Now we move into what used to the family's living room. As the furniture you see here, mirrors, chandeliers, and chairs are original to 19th century. Can you imagine living some room via this art? In this room, we can admire decorative pieces made of porcelain, crystal, and bronze. Most of them came from Europe and Asia. Some of these items arrived in Mexico thanks to Maria Carreon. Now we see works by Mexican artists shows Miguel Cabrera and Agustín Arrieta. The shows is in everyday markets, kitchen, and family moments representing the Mexican identity. This room is one of my favorites because it shows who are in Mexico involved from religious themes to daily life. This last section is dedicated to the man behind it all, José Luis Bello Cetina. He believed art should be shared, not hidden, and private home. Thanks to his generosity, thousands of visitors from and see and enjoy this collection.
Well, first, where is located? The José Luis Bello Cetina Museum is located in the History Center of Puebla, Zaragoza at Cinco de Mayo streets. The building was originally part of the old Dominical convent of Santo Domingo de Guzman, serving as the guest quarters and chapel for pilgrims. Its Baroque site dates from the 17th century and blends religious and residential architectural styles. To how founded it is and why, the museum was created from the legacy of José Luis Bello Cetina, a philanthropist and art collector from Puebla. He inherited and expanded his family art collection and, through his will, donated both the building and the artworks so they would become a public museum. The museum officially opened to the public on April 16, 1972. Its founding purpose was to preserve and share the private family art collection as part of Puebla's and Mexico's cultural heritage. 3. What's inside? The museum houses an exceptionally rich and diverse collection. Over 116 paintings from different European and Mexican schools, Flemish, Spanish, Italians, and Mexicans. Also, 20 sculptures, 116 pieces of furniture, and numerous objects in porcelain, ivory, bronze, glass, silver, and more. Artists represented included Miguel Cabrera, Agustín Arrieta, Francisco Morales van den Eyden, Bartolomé Esteban Murillo, El Greco, and Francisco de Zurbarán. The house's interior remained right as it was when inhabited by the Bello family, with authentic rooms, dining areas, and a library. Free admission and guide tours are available. What is the matters? A prime example of how private art collection can become public heritage. Demonstrate Puebla's artistic and social evolution from the colonial period to the 19th century. Offers visitors a time travel experience. The ambience, architecture, and decor immerse you in another area. Located in Puebla, UNESCO listened to historic center, making it a key stop on any culture tour of the city. Visiting tips: best hours for visit the museum. It's 10 a.m. 4 p.m. Tuesday, Sunday. Allow at least 45 minutes to appreciate all rooms slowly. Guide tours and highly recommended. The guides give context to each place. Confirm opening hours and they may vary. And combine your visit with nearby attractions like the Museo Amparo or the curious fact: the letters that José Luis Bello y Cetina wrote to his fiancée Julia is a historical document that reveals the formality of the time and Bello's distress at Julia's silence, waiting for her response to his proposal. It is considered a key piece in the history of the Museo Bello, and its content expresses sadness and hopes at the same time. José Luis Bello y Cetina sent these letters to Julia at times when she needed her parents' authorizations to formalize the relationship. The letters reveal Bello's sadness and distress at not having received a response for 10 months, which is visible in the sentence. It has been 10 months since I set my things on you, and until today I have no response. The letters not only shows the personality of José Luis Bello, but also marks a milestone in the history of the Bello y Cetina Museum.
This concludes our tour. Thanks so much for joining us today at the José Luis Bello y Cetina Museum. We hope you enjoy and discover this part of Puebla historic heritage. Please feel free to walk around again. Have a wonderful day in Puebla and enjoy the rest of the stay on Mexico.
Welcome to Puebla, one of the most beautiful and historic cities in Mexico. It's famous for its colorful buildings, delicious foods, and rich culture. But today we're going to explore one special place, La Casa de los Muñecos, or in English, the House of the Dolls.
This museum is located in the heart of Puebla's historic center, very close to the main square. The building was constructed in the 18th century, around the year 1792. It's one of the oldest and most famous houses in the city. But why is called the House of the Dolls? Well, if you look at the front of the building, you can see 12 painted dolls. They look like people or like dolls. Each one has a different face and expression. Some people say they represent the pride of the original owner, who wanted to show his success and wealth. Others think they were a response to people who criticized him. No matter which story is true, these figures make the house unique and give it a mysterious charm.
Many years later, this beautiful house became part of the Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla, or WAP. The university decided to protect and restore it, turning it into a museum in 119,083. Today, it's a space where visitors can enjoy art, history, and education. It's open to everyone students, tourists, and local people who want to learn more about Puebla. What do you think about this hall?
I think it's really interesting, and I really like all the movies here. Inside the museum, you can find many kinds of art. There are paintings, sculptures, and antique objects that show how life was in Puebla hundreds of years ago. Some rooms display old furniture, clothes, and religious art from the colonial period. You can also find works by famous Mexican artists like Jose Luis Rodriguez Alconedo and pieces from the 19th and 20th centuries. Each room tells a story about the people, traditions, and culture that help build Puebla's identity. The museum also has temporary exhibitions, so every visit feels new and different.
The House of the Dolls, or La Casa de los Muñecos, is more than just a museum, it's a place for learning. The WAP used it to promote culture, research, and education. Students come here to study art, history, and restoration. It's a living classroom to connect the past and represent of Puebla. Many visitors are surprised to discover how much history is inside this one building. Every painting, sculpture, and wall has something to tell. This museum has three different floors and one play area. It shows instruments that were made a long time ago and every animal from prehistoric times. When we visit, we had to chance to see horror movie posters that were displayed there. The museum also has a room full of art and a temporary exhibition that changes depending of the year.
Outside the museum, you can walk through Puebla's charming streets. You will see colorful buildings, beautiful churches, and traditional markets. The museum is close to the Zocalo, restaurants, and souvenir shops, perfect for exploring after your visit. Puebla's Historic Center was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and this museum is part of that cultural richness. The House of the Dolls Museum is a symbol of Puebla's art, history, and spirit. It reminds us how architecture and art can tell the story of a city. If you ever visit Puebla, don't forget to stop by this amazing place. Take a moment to admire the dolls on the front of the building, walk through the halls, and imagine the stories behind each piece of art. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time as we continue exploring the most beautiful cultural places in Mexico.